few months ago, I made a video about trying to sort my life out. Nothing dramatic. I wasn't having a breakdown. I hadn't hit rock bottom. I just got fed up feeling like I was drifting. You know, when you keep telling yourself you sort things out eventually. That was me. Everything was always next week or next month or when things calm down. The problem is things never really calm down, do they? There's always something. Work, bills, kids, life. And before you know it, another year has gone by. So I thought I'd sit down and answer a question I've been asking myself recently. Has anything actually changed? Because it's easy making a video about improving your life. It's harder actually doing it. And if I'm honest, I think that's why a lot of people end up giving up. They expect some massive transformation. They expect to wake up one morning feeling like a completely different person. That hasn't happened to me. I haven't suddenly become rich. I haven't become some productivity machine. I still waste time. I still have lazy days. I still make stupid decisions. In fact, I had one this week. But something has changed. The best way I can explain it is I'm paying attention now. Before I'd waste money and not think twice. Now I notice it. Before I'd spend half an evening scrolling through rubbish on my phone. Now I catch myself doing it. Not every time, but more than before. And that sounds boring, but I generally think that's where change starts, because you can't fix something if you don't even realize you're doing it. The money thing has probably surprised me the most. Not because I've suddenly got loads of money. I haven't. But I'm definitely more aware of where it's going. Before, I'd buy something and justify it instantly. Now there's a little voice in my head asking, do you actually need that? Sometimes I ignore it, sometimes I don't. But at least the question is there now. That's progress. The thing that's changed the most, though, is probably how I think about time. I made a video about wasting time, and honestly, that one stuck with me. Because once you realize how quickly life moves, it's hard to unsee it. The kids aren't getting younger, and that sounds obvious. But it's one of those things you know without really thinking about, and one day it hits you. One day they're not going to be running into the room wanting to show me a drawing. One day they're going to be too old for that. And I don't want to look back and realize I spent those years looking at my phone or worrying about things that didn't matter. That's probably been the biggest shift. Being a bit more present, not perfect, just better. And then there's this YouTube channel. And honestly, I didn't expect this part to teach me much. I thought I'd upload videos and see what happened. But what it's actually taught me is consistency. Because no one cares about your plans. No one cares what you're going to do. People care what you actually do. I spent years saying I wanted to do things. This channel is one of the first times I've actually committed to something publicly. And that's uncomfortable. Because now there's nowhere to hide. If I quit, it's obvious. If I stop uploading, it's obvious. But weirdly, that's probably a good thing. It's forced me to keep showing up, even when I don't feel like it, especially when I don't feel like it. And I think that's another lesson I've learned. Most people think successful people are more motivated. I'm not sure they are. I think they're just better at continuing when motivation disappears, because motivation always disappears eventually. The people who make progress are the ones who carry on anyway. So has my life completely changed? No, not even close. But I think I'm headed in a better direction than I was before. And right now, that's enough. Because if you get the direction right, eventually the destination takes care of itself. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm moving forwards instead of standing still. We'll see where this gets me. Anyway, that's where my head's at. I'll see you guys in the next one.